Hey, what's up, everybody? We got a wrestling show for you tonight. Obviously, this is Talking Wrestling Crown Jewel Edition. Keenan has his name. I'm Andrew Davis. And so we're going to be talking about Crown Jewel. So how are you, Keenan?
Acknowledge me.
I acknowledge you, Keenan.
I know, I heard you already acknowledge me, but then I was like, damn it, I was hoping you didn't say it. Like, then I could be like fucking Roman Reigns, dude.
We don't do that missionary shit here anymore. Over and over and over.
Although I can't say that he's still fucking like, dude, the pause, and he's like, he puts his hand. I did want to say that. Let's get started. Then I'll talk about fucking Devo from fucking Friday and Roman Reigns, how they connect.
So how's your Halloween? Let's start there.
Halloween was awesome, dude. I had a great time. Me, the son, granddaughters, the daughter, and the son-in-law. But no, we had a good time, man. We went around. We went for 2 hours, and we just went up and down my street and up and down the next street. And that took 2 hours. And then my baby's mama got him for 2 hours. And by like 30 minutes into it, he's like, I'm just ready to go home. And she went to a better neighborhood because we just did it locally. She went to like the Ritchie neighborhood, which was awesome. But by like 3 or 4 houses into it, he's like, I'm just ready to go home. And like, dude, this dude's already asleep from like, he had to go to school. He's already asleep in there tonight.
I had a good Halloween. It was fun.
Okay. Good. Dude, what did you dress as something slutty?
No. I just wore a nice.
Were you a pretty rabbit with your boobies hanging out? I think you said about that a lot. Maybe dressed as like a nurse or something.
No.
A good costume.
It was nice and easy. I went to my job. It was an easy day at work, and then apparently I learned that the owners of the company have like a winery. So I tasted some of their wine while I got a free lunch, and I played hooky for like 3.5 hours instead of working. So it was good. It was good. But I still got paid.
Works. It's how big business works. They buy up companies. Bullshit, man. No, I'm just joking. I have no idea. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just going to be pulling a bunch of bullshit out the other day, dude. Somebody's going to make this exciting. He's over there drinking coffee. You drinking coffee tonight?
I'm drinking some tea.
He's drinking some tea and crumpets there, huh, governor?
Yes, I'm drinking tea.
We're in goddamn.
Me and Boy George. We're enjoying our tea together.
Tea and crumpets, mate. All right, well, tomorrow, nothing really happened this coming up. I watched highlights of Raw. I mean, nothing like spectacular. And real quick before we get to like, wasn't there supposedly a draft and like certain superstars are supposed to be on different shows? Because it seems like I see everybody on every channel right now. Like they're all on all the fucking shows.
See, this is what I don't get. Why would they draft now? It would make so much more sense for them to draft like in March. Because this way we get the Netflix stuff and then we shake it all up, right? Like, why would you draft now? Shouldn't you draft like right before the Netflix shit? Because then we get kind of a cleaner break. I don't really get it. I think the draft is stupid. I think we should have trades.
I don't really get the draft per se. Like, we know they're all underneath the same umbrella. I mean, the difference with the NFL draft or the NBA draft, like they're not all owned by the commissioner, so I mean you're drafting these things and it's all a work, they're like, why are we even playing this game, guys? Move people around, take people off. Some people take breaks or seasons. Like right now, what's your name? The man is off and shit right now, like.
I agree. In which I think they're just trying to get creative ways how to move people around. And this is probably an easy, lazy way to do it, right? So you could move tag teams around to different brands, which makes sense because, after a while, DIY has faced everybody on SmackDown. And then if you move them over to Raw and you get them to work with 10 other teams, it at least doesn't get boring, right? Which makes sense, but there's better ways how to move them around. They should just show up on Raw, right?
Speaking of tag teams, we literally just got the Usos back together, so I think the tag team genre is safe for a little bit, dude, because we got the Usos just ready to go. But no, I'm just joking, dude. Why is Jimmy Uso called Big Jim now? He didn't get any bigger. It's like ironic. It's like if you called me Skinny or Slim or some shit. Is this an ironic nickname for this kid now? Big Jim Uso. Well, no, you're like, your brother's bigger than you are, bro. And you're standing next to Roman Reigns, so why the fuck is your name Big Jim?
I don't get it. In which that They did like main event, like Jey Uso, and now we got Big Jim. I think they're just trying to do something to make him equal.
Well, now they're all back. Well, because and spoiler alert for SmackDown tonight, because I just watched some highlights on the thing. They're all back together, and they're all like, and main event came is like, I'm coming back, bro, but I'm no longer your lackey. You're no longer the boss. You no longer tell me what to do. We're all three equals. And they all put their hands up. Roman Reigns said yeet. But he sat there and did that fucking pause. I hate that shit. Like, dude, I get it. I get what you're doing, but like, dude, it's taking you 20 minutes to fucking say one word, dude.
But this is what I wish they would just do. I just wish they would say, look, we got a problem here with those guys. Let's just kill them and kick their ass, and then we'll figure out our shit later. Because that'd be so much better, right? And they're the enemy, and so we have to unite. And that would have been great, because then you get like it's almost like, you know, you all have disagreements, right? Would have been the premise of this story, but we have a bigger enemy.
Exactly. And I would have like, can we not agree that every Samoan in this fucking match in Crown Jewel, which might be the only match that I'm really kind of excited to see, because I think it's just going to be the worst match ever. None of these guys are really good workers. None of them, you're going to have like, so we're going to have super punch, super kick, fucking chop, block. I mean, like, for real, dude. Like, none of these guys are like the best of workers. The Usos,
the Usos are the best out of the bunch. That's really it.
They're passable, dude. Like, come on, man. They've gotten very.
If the Usos were 6 years younger, that would be great, right? And I'm not saying that it's going to be a fun match to watch.
I think it's going to be so fun because it's going to be so bad. I've
already bought in, though, right? See, I bought into this concept that I bought into this show, right? So I'm a believer in this show right now.
You're a believer in the Crown Jewel, real quick. I'm so sorry to re-ask that question, but you're a believer in the Crown Jewel that's coming up.
No. I have to believe that this is, because I've already suspended whether this is going to be good or bad. I'm just going to watch it. Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. This is just the fun, like the.
So my expectations are irrelevant, right? So when I go into WrestleMania, I'm expecting WrestleMania to blow me away. And if it doesn't do it, I'm disappointed. When I watch SummerSlam, I'm expecting it to be a good show. Survivor Series Royal Rumble. You give me something like what was the last one? What was the Halloween thing? What did they do in October? I'm sorry.
They did Halloween Havoc, but then it was the Hell in a Cell.
What was it? Hell in a Cell, or was it called something else? Was
it called something else? Oh, Bad Blood. But it was that.
Yes.
It was the Hell in a Cell shit. That was their.
Bad Blood. I mean, it was great. It was amazing. But that I did not expect anything, right?
Right.
Because I was like, it's a holdover pay-per-view that'll be a solid show. But this, on the other hand, I'm like, this is gonna be a okay show, right? And once you have that pretense, I guess everything else is irrelevant. I mean, we look at the rest of this card, the OTC versus the new bloodline shit. I mean, you know, there we go, right? We got the originals versus the new kids on the block is what we're dealing with.
You got Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, which, I mean, Randy Owens, who was he against? I think he went against Gunther in Germany. Like, they've literally just been, I mean, when was the last time Randy Orton had, like, a match that actually fucking mattered? I mean, I'm not saying that his matches haven't been good, but a match that actually, like, was in contention for, like, something that's coming up. It just seems like they're using him to, like, just wrestle and, like, hey, well, we're going to Crown Jewel. We got to have a couple stars. Like, is Cody Rhodes wrestling this weekend? Oh, yeah, he is against Gunther. I'm sorry. I'm fucking stupid. I apologize. Yeah, he's a part of the Crown Jewel, which is another title versus title, and it means nothing. Oh, I'm going to be the new Crown Jewel champ. Okay, so you're going to be the champion of Saudi Arabia? which is basically just because they spent money.
So a kid from Georgia is going to be the champion from Saudi Arabia. Like, let's just think about this for a few minutes here, okay? I mean,
or a dude from Germany is the champion of Saudi Arabia, which I don't know which is worse, the kid from Georgia or the guy from Germany. Like,
they're both pretty fucking bad. I mean, I don't think they thought this through. I don't think WWE thought this through.
I understand they paid money, but why don't we even put it on? Like, I feel like nobody else, like, you could just tell Saudi Arabia is going out everywhere else, but would they know? Would they really know that it was being sent out across the world? Or could it just be like, hey, Crown Jewel, here, you put the fake cameras up, you do like a whole, what is that fucking Ben Affleck Oscar winner where they go to shoot the fake movie? You shoot a fake wrestling pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia and just get the money. Like, you don't have to send this bullshit out everywhere. We all know this is a worthless nothing burger of a fucking pay-per-view. I mean, every match, the only reason I want to see the Bloodlines match is because I think it's going to be I imagine an Uso super kicking someone else and then them getting up and like chopping off fucking Roman Reigns and maybe Roman Reigns super punching somebody and they being down, but then them getting right back up. I just imagine like,
yeah, see. So I'll tell you what I'm excited for in this match. I'm actually excited for Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed.
I completely forgot about. I don't know if I'm.
I'll explain why. Bronson Reed is a really good wrestler. He was like Jonah in Impact. He was like, I think he's like an Aussie. And he's on their independent scene. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's done some stuff in Japan, and he's a great wrestler. And Seth Rollins is one of the best wrestlers in the last 20 years. And he makes everything good. I don't remember when Seth Rollins has had a bad match ever. Well, he wasn't wrestling in SummerSlam, and he was the best performer in that match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
I wouldn't mind seeing them fight. I like them both, but I brought this up the last week. Like, every time they come to blows, they've done some shit where they want to, like, it's like high flying or jumping off into something, but it's basically this dude doing almost a slow motion belly flop on some shit. Like, and look, coming from a fat dude, like, there's just some shit. Like, yo, bro, if you're gonna do it, like, don't do this fucking slow motion, like, it looks like Shamu coming out of the fucking water sometimes, dude. And again, I'm not body shaming this guy. I'm just saying, like, dude, you got to do some shit. I've seen him when he did. They had a fight on Monday Night Raw, and because Bronson Reed promised the general manager that he wouldn't go inside the arena, he said, "But I'm outside waiting for you." And then fucking homeboy went after him and went outside, but then it felt like he gingerly threw him off of this fucking like semi truck onto like this pallet of tables, it seemed like. And then when he jumped on the tables, the reaction did not seem like smashing through tables. It felt like smash, but there's something underneath there to pad it. And I get it. Like, dude, Bronson Reed's a big motherfucker. I wouldn't want him smashing down on me. But if you're gonna
again, I'm excited for it. I want to see what they're gonna do. That's where I'm at, right? So, like,
you're a mark.
I guess I'll take it. I can tell you what match I'm not excited to see. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, Damage Control, Meta 4, which I don't even know who the fuck they are, and Chelsea Green and Piper. Like, I don't give two fucks about the women's tag team division in WWE. I don't care. I don't care.
And I like Belair with that hair whip. With she was like the women's champion for like what, a fucking year?
No. I like her.
But I hate her little fucking hair whip thing. I hate all. I
don't have a problem with the women's division.
Mark,
with the women's tag team division, because I think it's fucking stupid. Like I genuinely think it's a stupid idea, because I don't think that the roster is deep enough for it. I don't, and I actually think it waters down.
You don't
the
want to
two
see
belts
4
they
women
have for
getting
the
it on,
women.
Mecca?
What?
Like have 4 women getting it on? Is it up your alley there, bro? I feel like this match was made for you.
No, it's not, because it again, I think there's like it doesn't get me excited. I think it's a stupid match, and I think it's just a time waster. I genuinely think it's a stupid match.
You think this is the match where they're hoping everybody goes up and gets popcorn or something to drink during, or go, hey, you go take a shit during this match? You know, they always try to give you that.
I'll tell you what I think it is, and this is where we get political. I think it's a way for WWE to say, oh, look, Saudi Arabia is being reformed on a cultural level. Let's not do and get away from human rights violations and be pro-women. That's what I think this match is.
No problem. Okay, we're not gonna, that's a good idea, dude. That's a good suggestion. Maybe WWE went to them like, hey, we want to keep doing this. We enjoy the money, but we're catching a bunch of shit. We need y'all to at least let us bring a couple of women over.
They're creating a defense. That's what they're doing in this match.
Good idea. Good call, Mecca. Good job, man. I don't give you props enough, but this time I digress. No, I
don't want to get.
I digress award. Give it to Mecca. The Mecca gets I digress award for this.
I'm sorry. I'm going to call out bullshit. Like, that's what I think it is, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody. Deal with it, and if that upsets you, that's what they're doing. That's what I think with this match.
And you know, I'm not a stupid wrestling. I don't mind a good women's wrestling match. Because I literally just saw a promo between Nia Jax, and
Liv Morgan.
And then Tippy Tom came out. She says, I'm coming to crown you. So that's 3. She says, I'm coming to crown you, and whoever loses, I'm taking that title. So that's 3. So they got 3 women. Again, let me just say, Nia Jax, and all 3 of them have the whiniest fucking. It's like I've never wanted to slap a woman more in my life than when these 3 women are talking. Like, it's Tippy time. I'm so sick of all you annoying. And then the fucking Liv Morgan, like, you're so annoying. And then here comes Nia Jax. I'm tired of it. If I want, I get what I want. And I want it to be bad. I'm going to do this. I'm like, guys, y'all all just
I'll tell you, I don't have a problem with the Nia Jax Liv Morgan match. Do I think these title ideas are stupid? Absolutely. I don't need these women, or for the other side, because I'm an equal offender, I don't need Cody Rhodes to have the crown jewel title. I think that's a stupid idea. I would rather.
Do you think Gunther's going to beat him?
I have an idea. It's like, I don't think it's a win-win for anybody. I think it either cheapens Gunther or it destroys Cody Rhodes. If Cody Rhodes loses, it hurts Cody massively.
Yes, it does.
Gunther loses, it makes him the inferior champion.
And then he's lost to Sami Zayn. He's lost to fucking Cody now. Like,
but we already know Gunther is inferior as far as popularity and who is really holding the belt against Cody. But it's unspoken. If Cody beats him, we now know it's confirmed. Now, Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. It's not. There's no consequence whoever wins.
Right. There you go. I like that. Yeah.
But there's massive consequences, and WWE's digging themselves into a hole, because how the hell do you fix Gunther once Cody beats him? Because I don't see Cody losing to Gunther or Gunther. I just don't see it, right? It could happen, but I think it would fuck up a lot of shit with Cody, and I think it would screw shit up.
Yeah, you're right. I would like. I mean, I would if I had any type of money at all, I would do something, some type of reward if one of these people could do something for one of these thicker women wrestlers and make them look somewhat desirable when they put on their tights to go wrestle. Because it's like they just pick the things. It almost looks like these women are wearing granny panties walking out there. Like,
are you talking about when they're in Saudi Arabia?
No, I'm talking about when Piper went to fight in when they were in Scotland or Ireland or wherever. She was there. Anytime you see Nia or Nia, anyone, the last fight she was in to like defend her title, I mean, they just always put her in like they put them both in like some granny panty looking things. And I'm not saying that they probably don't want to have a thong on or anything, but if the first person that can figure out something that looks good for one of these thicker type ladies in wrestling, that would be a moneymaker right there. It'd be like the Ric Flair robe. It'd never go out of fucking style, dude. Never go outside because these poor women, like it. That's what would cause body issues. Like when you see Nia, what is? Do you call her Nia or is it Nia? Nia Jax.
I think it's Nia Jax.
When you see Nia or you see Piper walk out on their own accord wearing their own clothes, they're good. I like a thicker woman. They look good. They look sexy. When they come out in their fucking spandex, it's like I rethink what I thought.
See, the opposite, right? Like I like an active girl. Like that's just amazing. So like Absolute Wonder Woman just dropped, and it's jacked up Wonder Woman with a broadsword, and she's just like killing things. And I'm like, this is awesome. This is just like and people, I'm like, I kind of like this book, guys. Like everybody's like, what the fuck's the matter with you? It's like Red Sonja, just Wonder Woman style. It's amazing.
Noticing Mecha just grew like 2 inches in the seat. He just literally started to raise up. Like just it's crazy. Like I don't want to call him out or anything.
People are like saying like, dude, what the fuck's up with the Absolute Wonder Woman? I'm like, this is awesome. Like everybody's like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, this is a great fucking book. Like jacked up Wonder Woman. Like I've been waiting years for some jacked up Wonder Woman shit. And like I mean, people give me shit for it, but like Jordan Grace is a good example. Like I love Jordan Grace. She's fucking jacked. And Jade Cargill is fucking jacked. I love it.
Okay, Triple H.
You
know what I'm referencing? China. One Night in China. China doll.
I could tell you also loves China. X-Pac, just One Night in China.
All right. Like, I'm not trying to go off sideways here, but that was a massive clitoris, bro. I'm not for sure I've ever seen a bigger clitoris in my lifetime, dude. Which is helpful because we can't find it that easy. Thank you, but like, it was like. And have you ever seen that like that Clerks 2 where he's like, "Would you can't tell me you wouldn't want to be with a woman with a big clit?" He's like, "No, because the next time a small dick." Like, oh, when he said that, it was hilarious. I do want to talk about Roman Reigns has like this Debo type of thing going on with him in the bloodline. Like it seems like especially with AKA Big Jim, like it seems like yeah, when Roman's wrong, I shut up, but when he's gone, I'd be talking again. Why are you like, even though like they're talking about like when we're all our own people, y'all are all still kind of coming off like Roman's bitch, just a little bit.
I don't know, man. I don't really care. Big Jim, main event Jey Uso, the big dog Roman Reigns.
Oh, did I tell you Roman Reigns said yeet in response? He said yeet, and he said like main event was like, we're gonna be separate. We're all gonna be our own people. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna do this. You know, you're not gonna tell me what to do anymore. Blah blah blah. And then fucking Big Jim, and that's what made me think of the Debo thing because Big Jim, Roman Reigns just holds his hand out like fucking put it in my hand like, bitch, why don't you act like we're just talking about we're all equal? Fucking ask me nicely, motherfucker. But he puts the fucking thing in his hand, and then he takes his time. Which I don't need you to take 20 minutes just to say the fucking word yeet, Roman Reigns. And he goes, yeet. That's it, dude. That's I had to watch you fucking breathe in and breathe out fucking 30 minutes just to say that one word back to this dude. And I don't know. It might be like, imagine The Rock, Roman Reigns doing, the smelling shit and fucking, taking his time, even though The Rock had like some charisma and shit behind it. And then imagine Stone Cold Steve Austin, but like a shitty version in fucking main event because you got yeet. Like what? I don't even understand what that after you just what is that? I don't understand after each thing. Like me and main event, me and Big Jim, we back together. Yeet. Now I'm gonna get back with the bloodline. Yeet. Now we're gonna. What the fuck is happening? I understand I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Again. I think they're trying to do something. I get what they're trying to do, but it is what it is. Again, I don't necessarily care. Because I have no expectations with this pay-per-view. I'm going to watch it while doing social media. And, that's the end of that discussion for me. So it'll be a fun show to watch. It's
legit. So is pay-per-view only on Saturdays now? Or because or is it just like...
What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
Crown Jewels tomorrow, right?
Yeah. It's tomorrow. I
So
think
it
it's around like
seems
two or
like
three.
unless for 2 days, it's been Saturdays lately.
Yeah. No. It's so smart that they moved it to Saturdays, right? And I'll tell you why it's smart, because before a pay-per-view was on 8 o'clock on a Sunday.
Mhm.
And so now parents don't want to let their kids stay up on a Sunday when school's occurring, right? So your
Yep.
kid's 12 and he's into WWE, and it's cool to be into WWE now. It's no longer stigmatized, right? So now, everybody is like, WWE is cool, right? And now it's easier for a parent to say, cool, it's once a month. You can stay up on Saturday at 8 o'clock
Right.
to
Actually,
watch it.
I was just wondering because I didn't hear any formal announcement about it or anything. Like, hey, just for everybody, we're gonna move this. It just kind of happened. So I
I
didn't
mean,
know.
I mean, it's been that way for a while, and I thought it was smart. I think it's super smart.
Maybe I didn't notice because, like I said, I've only basically. But I feel like everything else was like for the main part on Sundays for the most of the time. Like how long's a while, dude? The whole year?
No. So I think SummerSlam was on a Saturday.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But has it been like before the Vince McMahon changeover? Was it?
Now, it started. It started on Saturdays, and they were doing some stuff on Saturdays. But then they did Halloween Havoc. I think was on a Sunday.
Okay.
But again, the majority of this stuff is going on. But yeah, and then there's just some other stuff that happened. I don't know if you know what else happened in wrestling. That WWE ID.
No, what was that?
So WWE has basically said that their performance center idea isn't the answer. I
Right.
don't think they're closing it down, but they were basically trying to train people in the performance center.
Yeah.
And so now they've identified a bunch of indie areas and indie schools. So Seth Rollins School.
Okay.
So, and then some stuff out on the West Coast. And so they're going to almost give like a WWE ID tag. So what they want to do is they almost want to create a franchise tag.
So like an OVW type of thing everywhere?
So, what would you say?
Well, because they used to do that at OVW way back in the day, and then they went like to Florida Championship Wrestling.
So sort of. So
okay, that'd be cool. I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to make sure I can wrap my head. Like,
I'll give an example, right? We'll use Megan Bain, right? Megan Bain might be at one of these schools or these promotions that's a WWE affiliated program, but then she also might be wrestling on a bunch of independent scenes. So now there's going to be something where they basically say to Megan Bain, hey, we're going to eventually, or we want to sign you, or we want to prospect you, and we're going to pay you money and help cover some of your expenses. But we also want to showcase some of your matches on our network. We want to follow your journey. We want a lot of social media. We want a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, so that essentially she's wrestling in Wrestling Open, and then she's wrestling in Nova. She's wrestling in some place in Ohio that we might have access to those matches, so that when they do bring her over at some point, they could take some of that content, and they worked out all those deals. So now they have
idea.
I mean, I think it's smart.
It's better than that performance. I mean, the territory system and stuff like OVW or like even what they did with ECW and shit like that.
But now you could potentially have a wrestler who's like wrestling all over, right?
Because like every day almost.
Because Megan Bain might be legitimately going from Massachusetts down to Georgia in a given week.
Imagine Jade Cargill, but she could wrestle. Imagine that, Mecca.
That's Megan Bain.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm saying, like, imagine if they would Jade Cargill could have went through this whole. It needs to go through a territory type. I like the territory system. It's just like being a comedian or doing these interviews or doing YouTube.
Indie shit is wild. Where like I've interviewed a bunch of wrestlers and I'm eventually gonna get back down. It's just like money's tight to pay for this shit.
Yeah.
There's only so much streaming you can watch. There's only so much you can do. And sometimes, and there's only so much time, right? But Wrestling Open, it kills it. And IWTV, they do, I think, a year like 250 shows all over the world. So they do stuff in Australia. They do stuff on the West Coast, East Coast, down south, St. Louis, Missouri, right? I think it's St. Louis, Missouri. I think that's where Anarchy goes, and there's all sorts of crazy shit that happens. I mean, at this point in the game, there's so much wrestling, and all these people are all over. So because they fly out, and then they come back, and then just New England alone, there's like 9 promotions in New England, and they're all like 45 minutes away from each other. It's crazy.
That's an awesome idea. The performance center should be like a rehabilitation. Like, hey, somebody like when they get hurt, like, hey, let's go in the ring and work some shit out.
Or the performance center should be that great. You franchise somebody, and now they're going to spend 4 weeks in the performance center before they go to NXT, because now they're going to get a bunch of reps in, and we're going to teach them the WWE way. We know they can wrestle, but we just need to make them WWE ready.
There you go, Mecca. That's a good idea, man. I like that.
That's how I would run the performance center. Or better yet, you have NXT, and then it's just a training ground for NXT. Yeah. But it's not. It shouldn't be to develop the talent. It should be to be the transition period from coming off the indies. But we don't want to put you on the NXT just yet.
Come off the indies, go to the performance center for a month. And then we'll get you on NXT, and then if you're good enough, we'll get you on the main roster. And that just like minor leagues, like the WWE should be the majors everywhere. I mean,
or better yet, maybe you come to the performance center, and if you're good enough, you don't even go to NXT. You go to the main event right from the start, because maybe if you're good enough and you've put in enough reps, why should somebody go into NXT if they're not a good fit for NXT? Because not everybody should go to NXT. I'm not saying that should be the case for everybody. I'll give you an example.
But
let me put it a different way. AJ Styles, right? AJ Styles comes off. He should have spent a month in the performance center, and then he went right into the WWE system, and he skipped the NXT journey. But he's also a veteran.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, like, if you look back on OVW, you got John Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. Just a ton of guys, and it was a constant repetition, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you go to the indies, you can see that they can wrestle. Then somebody new, I'm not a veteran like that, like somebody like an AJ Styles that has been a wrestler. Like, what was he been wrestling, like 15 years before he came to WWE?
Almost 20 now.
Yeah, but I mean, when he first came to the WWE,
he was like 18 years in.
Yeah, so I mean, he doesn't need to go to the NXT.
But I'll give you an example. Jeff and Matt Hardy. Let's say they come off the indies, they come off of Impact / TNA. They should spend a month in the performance center, and I'll tell you why. Because they need to get reacclimated to the WWE system and style. Because it is a little bit different than TNA and Impact. So that's what the performance center should be used for, is that you've now had talent come in and out, and they need to get reacclimated in to the system, which makes sense, right? Big E, for instance, if Big E gets healthy, he should spend a month in the performance center, and he should be working with the NXT guys, not because he needs to be in NXT, but he needs to get back up to speed. That's the point of the performance center.
I've got one quick question. Do you honestly think Big E's gonna come back? Because I swear to God, that dude's been out for like a year and a half, 2 years.
I don't think he's gonna come back as a wrestler.
I was just asking because when you said that, I was like, I swear to God, he's been on like the pre-show for like the past 2 years, I think.
I would like to see Big E try to do commentary. I think it'd be fun.
Who do you?
I think Big E.
Go ahead.
What did you say?
I was just gonna say, who do you think's gonna be? Because I know, like right now, who's on Friday? I think like some people are. Who's on Michael Cole and who's doing Friday Night SmackDown?
Is it Michael Cole and Corey Graves, or is Corey Graves Monday night?
I think it's Michael Cole. No, because Sheamus is on Monday night. I think it's Michael Cole and Corey Graves on SmackDown, and Sheamus and some new guy on Monday night. Who do you think?
Because Pat McAfee is Monday Night Raw for about 7 months of the year, but now he's doing the NFL stuff.
Yeah, so you think he's coming back there? You think that's going to be? And who do you think this new guy? This new guy is a Michael Cole fucking light.
So Pat McAfee will be back probably middle of February.
Yeah.
But it's beneficial for WWE that Pat McAfee is doing the college stuff. And Pat McAfee is one of the hardest working guys.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
WWE needs Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee does not need WWE. He makes more than enough money on his own without WWE. He wants to be in WWE.
Right. No, I understand. Who do you think is going to be his? So you think him, and who else is going to be the commentator for Netflix?
That's a good question. That's a good question because I think Pat McAfee on Netflix is a no-brainer.
I think it's a no-brainer too. I like him on Netflix.
I honestly think that so Pat McAfee's a color guy.
Yeah, no, they're gonna need a Michael Cole or something for a Pat McAfee.
I don't want it to be Michael Cole because I love Michael Cole. Michael Cole is great. And Michael Cole he's been the voice of WWE forever, technically.
Bring back JR Monday night. Netflix.
Yeah,
Bring back JR.
Are back.
JR.
Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't even know who could do this. I mean, again, I like Wade Barrett a lot.
I like him too, but you can't have a Wade Barrett and Pat McAfee. Maybe Wade Barrett and Pat McAfee, but you gotta
Wade Barrett should be on NXT because Wade Barrett or Stu Bennett. Is it Wade Barrett or do they call him Stu Bennett?
Well, I think he's Wade Barrett. The guy that's he's Wade Barrett still.
No. It's a fair question because I get confused. I enjoyed him as a commentator in NXT, and I think he fits right into NXT. I think he is the culture of NXT fits him well.
Right.
I don't know who you put with Pat McAfee. I genuinely don't know because
I don't like whoever the fuck the guy go do it. Whoever it is. Have you heard the guy that does it right now with Sheamus or no? What's his name? No, Wade Barrett. My bad. I'm sorry. It's Wade Barrett. You're right. Wade Barrett.
Is it Wade Barrett on Monday Night Raw right now?
Yeah, it's Wade Barrett on Monday Night Raw. It's Wade Barrett on Monday Night Raw. I like Wade
Barrett. Wade Barrett is very good at what he does on commentary.
No, Wade Barrett, but because Wade Barrett
Wade Barrett is color commentary, right?
Yeah, whoever their Michael Cole is on Monday night right now, I don't know his name because I haven't he just sucks.
Is it like Colin something?
I don't know, dude. I don't know his name.
It's not important. It's not important.
He's never said his name on any of the highlights I watch, and I don't watch the whole thing. So
yeah, I can't think of the name either.
It doesn't matter what the fuck his name is.
Yeah, exactly.
It just doesn't matter what his name is.
I was curious when you think of it because people are saying the idea is bad, and I'm like, the idea is kind of smart.
The idea, what?
This WWE ID idea.
I think it's good.
Because, again, we're getting introduced to the superstars of tomorrow, and they're almost franchise tagging them, and they're telling me who I should watch.
Oh, really?
No. Because if you franchise tag saying, oh, this person is a WWE affiliate wrestler, okay, now I want to watch what they're going to do because WWE's looking at them, right? I don't now have to guess who WWE's looking at.
And you need a feeder system. That's been WWE's biggest problem since the Attitude Era, since OVW shut down, since all that shit. They haven't had a great feeder system. They had some FCW for a moment. That's where you got your best guys. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns come out of that?
So, I believe so. I believe they came out of that. The Wyatts came out of that.
Who?
The Wyatts were there.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt, because he was called the fat. He was called the fat guy first. He was the fat guy down there.
And Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
People forget that Bo Dallas is Bray Wyatt's real brother.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
this isn't Sarah Logan came out of that.
Yeah. I mean, the feeder system, you got to have, because you can't trust. I mean, look at what, I just can't. I've tried to watch AEW, and when people say, like, oh, like AEW, I literally want to be like, all right, we can't be friends, dude. Like, we just have nothing to fucking talk about.
I don't have a problem with AEW. I have a problem with, I'm trying to, so like AEW has a lot of good wrestlers there. Like the Dark Order was great. I enjoy the Dark Order and what they were because you had a bunch of great guys in there on the indies who I saw who were killing it. But again, if I have to watch independent wrestling, I'd rather watch MLW because MLW is pretty good. Major League Wrestling. I'd rather watch Impact. I think Impact's a better product than AEW. I think MLW is a better product than AEW. I think Wrestling Open's a better product.
AEW is just like if Ted Turner bought the WCW again, but he didn't like put somebody else in charge of it. Like I feel like Tony Khan is what Ted Turner would be without anybody holding his reins. You know what I'm saying? Like there was always somebody else like a Jim Herd or somebody in there like, oh, we're gonna do this because Ted Turner's like, I like wrestling, but I don't know what the hell is going. I don't know how to do it. I like wrestling. But fucking Tony Khan's like, I like wrestling, but I know how to do it the best. Here we go. I know that he doesn't have a country accent, but I mean,
let me put it this way: Tony Khan is running AEW like the Jaguars are performing. Yeah, am I wrong? I
mean, he's just running everything. And I mean, the Jaguars. Oh my gosh. All right. So on that note, let's talk about. I don't know if you want this to be our last, but the new Ring Boy scandal lawsuit. We're not going to get deep into the ups and downs if it should be, or like the stuff coming out of order or whatever. I don't know. I just wanted to let everybody know that we are. The TKO, that was a great way to say it. TKO Endeavor is also being lawsuited on.
So basically, I mean, I'll summarize it, and if I get anything wrong, you'll correct me.
No, go ahead.
A guy basically was hiring ring boys, which are people who help set up a ring, and then supposedly he was preying on them, assaulting them in the locker room, potentially also in the wrestling locker room, his dressing room, also in other ways. And then that happened through the 1970s, I think potentially maybe the 80s and maybe the 90s over a period of time. And then Maryland lifted up the statute of child, I guess, provision that said there's a time limit when you can do it. And now that lawsuit is on the table. Vince is being sued. Linda McMahon's being sued. Maybe a few other people are being sued, potentially that we don't know yet.
Why is the guy that did all the touching being sued?
He passed away.
Oh, so the guy that actually did the touching passed away. And okay, so I get Vince and Linda McMahon maybe, but this TKO Endeavor thing, they just bought the company. So why are they getting sued for something that was done?
I think they're being sued because that's interesting, right? Because I don't even know why Vince and Linda are being sued. Also, like this is the point. I'm not a lawyer, right? And I don't think you are either. So I don't really understand that. I can understand the company being sued, right? So I can understand Endeavor and TKO. Endeavor owns 51% of TKO. And then TKO is also a stock, right? So Endeavor owns over 51% of the stock, which makes sense, right? Why those two publicly traded companies would be sued because they're the owners. But Vince and Linda have been out of this. And what I don't understand, and maybe, again, I don't want to get too deep into the weeds here, but were they acting individually or were they acting as officers of the company? Because to me, that's because obviously, I don't think anybody thinks that this is good, right? I mean, I want to make that clear. I don't think this is a good situation, right?
But it's not a good situation at all. But it's like
I'm confused.
Maybe TKO and Endeavor, maybe they're trying to get for the deep pockets. But didn't Vince McMahon just get paid like $5 billion for his company or some shit, or $2 billion or something? So that's a pretty big pocket.
They got paid a lot of money.
And they did reference that maybe that the dude that did the touching got fired and then rehired back and just kept away from the children, even though their whole business was surrounded by children in the 90s and 80s. But I still don't think, because it's.
I mean, we're talking about something that happened 50 fucking years
ago,
right?
And nobody's been. There's been no legal action. There's been no is anybody going to jail over that shit? So what I'm saying is like.
again, I'm confused and I need more details.
Well, how are they going to get? Well, how are they going to like? It's like if I bought. Like if something just because this wasn't disclosed, this wasn't like public information. Like, hey, this is coming down the pike. I might want to be careful. Just letting you know, TKO. I don't think they had a clue that in Maryland they might get sued for some.
So this is what's crazy. Let's say that there was. I mean, we're getting a little bit in the weeds, but I don't think we're getting too deep.
No, we haven't gotten too far yet. I will definitely tell us when we get too far into it.
Let's say you were 15 setting up a ring and this happened. Okay, and it's 1976. It's now 2024. You're in your early 60s. I mean, there's been a lot of time.
There has been a lot of time. I agree. There has been a lot of time.
Like at a certain point, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that I don't know how far we go back with this statute. I don't even know how you prove it. The guy who did it is dead. Like, this just seems so messy, right?
I'm almost positive they think that this is like, if we only try to sue him for like $1 million, they'll just be like, fuck it, it's just $1 million, get rid of him. Because $1 million to me or you is like, yeah, $1 million to them is like, dude, that's my chump change on my dresser.
That's my lunch bill for last year, right?
But dude, what was the thing you just said? What did you say before I interrupted you?
No. What I was saying is that like it's been like 40, 50 years, and people who are suing it, and the 5 defendants who they're stating, they're all in their early 60s.
And it fucked up your life. And like, I'm not saying it's bad, good, whatever. But if you got touched in the 70s or 80s or whatever, but then you since went on to lead a great life, get a wife, have kids, have a great business, blah, 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 then I don't think you really have it. Yes, it fucking sucks. That dude's dead. He's probably burning in hell. Vince McMahon hit him up for $100,000 or something. Like, hey, dude, you should give me some life-changing money. Maybe something like that. But like, really, truly, like, unless your life was completely fucked up by this stupid fucker doing what he did, why are we suing now? Like, maybe they all try, and I don't know, again, we don't know any of the history, but maybe they all tried to sue, and back then Maryland was like, no, we're shutting this shit down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we are like 25.
So it could also be that the statute was just changed, and it's the opportunity to do this now. And there's also a lot of money now, because in the 1990s or even 1995, WWE was almost bankrupt. So even if you could have sued in the 90s, there was no money to claim, right? It wasn't
like 5 defendants or something.
Yeah, I think they said there was like 5 defendants. So it's
we don't know how many defendants were there in the beginning. What if these are and me just saying that, and I just thought of it, what if those are the 5 that really did get fucked up by it? What if their lives have been completely ruined by it?
What if they're the remaining 5?
Yeah, or just the 5 that survived. Oh, damn, Mecca. And on that note, no, I'm joking.
I mean, no, not to make a mean joke about this, but once you hit a certain age, shit happens in life. There could have been that this thing started with 30, and unfortunately, life happens, and maybe those other 25 just they life happened, right? I don't know how to explain that any other way pleasantly. So it could very well be that these are the 5, or it could very well be that we only know there's 5, and maybe there's more coming out.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now, Mecca. If I got touched in the 80s or 90s, and I filed a lawsuit on it, and nothing came of it, but I was still alive, and that statute of limitations got lifted, and I'm still like, life's been good, everything's okay, but I could leave some life-changing generational wealth for the rest of my kids. I could see me doing that shit. I'm being completely honest right now. I could see me being like,
that might be what it's about. It might be not about. It could be about a lot of things, right? It could be about saying "fuck you," I want justice, right? It could be about closure. It could also be about saying, "Look, I'm 62. I'm 31. I'm making this crystal clear, but I'm putting them in their shoes."
Yeah, you don't look 62, bitch. I look 62.
Fair enough. It could be that, all of a sudden I have children, I have grandchildren, and what if I got $2 million and I left that to my children, and that, this was a shitty situation. I should not have been touched, and I should not have been assaulted, and I should not have been put into that situation because I just wanted to meet Hulk Hogan, but it happened. And now I have an opportunity to change multi-generations. I can understand that, right?
Yeah.
And that by the grace of God, the statue got lifted and there you go. And you're running with it. Or we could look at it from the other side and say some hotshot attorney said, this is the money train. And I am going to go find these 5 defendants, and I'm a young attorney or I'm a law firm, and we want to make a huge contingency on this thing. So it could be both.
It could be.
It could also it could be either one of those things, or it could be both of those things at the same time. But that's why I'm not trying to judge, right?
Who's hiring 15-year-olds to set up these fucking rings? It's like I couldn't lift up a fucking ring now, dude. Like just one.
So is that if this happened to you and all you want to do is meet your favorite wrestler, and that was part of the thing, and then this happened to you, that's gotta fuck with you. So I completely get it. Again, I mean, I own Endeavor stock, I own TKO as a share, but I'm not too concerned about this. This is like nothing in reality.
I am so sorry. Ever since you said that shit, all I've been thinking like, man, that wasn't worth meeting Hulk Hogan for, man. I thought it was gonna be worth it, but all he did was just sign an autograph and keep going, dude. Like, fuck. I'm so sorry. Now you're just never. I'm so sorry, Mecca. That when you said, like, I'm so sorry.
This is the day I lost my sponsorship.
Man, I'm so sorry. I'm just sitting here laughing my ass off for no reason. I could have just sat there laughing at you the entire time while you're talking, dude. I am so sorry. That was funny.
It wasn't worth meeting Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
That's on a t-shirt.
Oh, I had to do that to meet Coco Beware? What the fuck, man? I like the bird, but not like that.
I'm not eating my vitamins ever again. There's so many things I can say.
Coco Beware from like the indie wrestling days when he was like fit and like could jump and do him and this bird are just fucking stupid, man. But everybody that has watched my show and has seen that StreamYard did give me for $431 by accident, not their fault. They have directed the refund. They're just going to start being processed. We'll see what happens. So they are doing the right thing. I just want to let everybody know. And I've never been talking crap about StreamYard. I've just been asking them to please refund it ASAP.
Well, it's tough. It's tough in which that they really jacked up the price. And
they did jack up the price, man. They did jack up the price, dude. They did jack up the price.
But again, everybody's jacked up their price on this stuff. It's not easy, this business. And I think, I mean, on a separate note, I think, you know, a lot of people who get interviews don't realize that it is really expensive to do this. It isn't cheap to do an interview anymore. It used to be.
No, it's all it used to. Yeah. I mean, you can kind of, like I said, like with me, like I haven't been doing too many interviews, and we only been doing this show. So this is my show once a week. So when I didn't really have the money the last couple of months, like, I'm not really using it. I'm just going on here with Mecca at the moment. So I'm going to save my money. At least I'm going to pay it back again. And then I had some interviews coming up, and I didn't want that little StreamYard logo in the corner of my screen doing it. So I was going to pay for my monthly, you know.
There are plenty of people who do that. And I'll be honest, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. No. When you are trying to present a professional product, it does not look good.
But my only gripe to StreamYard is maybe the toggle shouldn't start on the annual $431 subscription. Maybe we should start on the monthly, and then I could toggle over to it if I want it. I shouldn't have to, because I swear to God, I did toggle back. I swear, because I paid my subscription like that multiple times, because I don't keep it on a subscription basis because I'm broke as shit.
I do. I use StreamYard. And I use it as a recording studio.
Yeah.
And I like to record on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I mean, I'm breaking a lot of stuff. I'm live streaming for my card show. Now I did some before.
Yeah.
I opened up a 206, which was cool.
Nice.
You don't know what a 206 is. It's all right.
No, I don't. But isn't that the grading?
206 is the tobacco cards. that came out.
Oh, I thought that was the grading. Like, so okay, my bad, dude. I thought that was the grading of the card. My bad.
No, 206. The video is on my other YouTube thing, but it's a really cool idea where back in 1909 through 1911, the American Tobacco Company was putting in little baseball cards into loose tobacco and cig packs, and the Honus Wagner card, which is one of the most desirable baseball cards, was in there, and that card is worth like $1 million to $2 million in like a perfect 10, which is ludicrous. A damaged one of that from 1909 is worth like 150,000. Because at the time it was like a bonus thing that you got for smoking your cigarettes, right?
Like Camel Points or Marlboro Miles.
So what's really cool about the set is that the variations have all these old tobacco companies on them. So you got like Polar Bear tobacco, right, on this, and you got like some other stuff. You got like, I think like Pie Keek or something, or like Pedigree. I forget the name in which that, but it's really, really cool. Or Old Mills.
Nice.
Old Mills is another one.
I've heard of Old Mills. Those are more than those are more like, because they came in the pouch and they're true. They were more like pipe tobacco as well.
So it's really cool because it's on the back of the card. Yeah. So it's really cool. So I pulled the Paul Skeens, who's going to be Rookie of the Year, great pitcher, and it's got that variation on it. Nice. But I had a really good pull pack. I pulled an autograph out of that pack. So really cool.
Pull last night.
What'd you say?
I said Mecca had a good pull last night. It was just
no.
I digress. No,
the video's on my other YouTube channel.
What's the name of your YouTube channel, real quick? I don't think you've ever.
It's Big Boy Card Collecting. So
Big Boy Card Collecting, dude.
Yeah. I'm having a good time.
Everybody's
doing it for me, right? I'm not doing it for anybody else. It's education with card breaking. So I do a little bit of education on the set, and then we break open cards.
If you build it, they will come, Mecca. I heard that somewhere. Where's that?
No. I'm having a good time, and anybody can join me. You know, you could learn, and we're gonna have a good time. And you never know what I'm gonna pull. I pulled some really cool stuff, and I also have certain videos coming out and other things. So not everything is live.
Yeah.
There is other content around, and I got a lot of really cool shit coming. I got a lot of stuff.
Everybody but Winston is allowed over there. No Winston.
No, Winston's allowed. Everybody's allowed. I don't have a problem with people.
No, I'm joking.
So
he's been around. He's called a couple times. He's been around and in and out sometimes. I was just like, that's how I bring him up.
So I'll explain what's coming out on my YouTube channel for those who are interested. So I got a bunch of base relics coming. I got an Aaron Judge base relic coming.
Nice.
In a few weeks. I got a Juju Watkins autograph card coming. And all this stuff is limited number, so you don't know what number you're getting.
Can you say Juju?
Juju Watkins. She's a WNBA player.
But can you say that? It's a joke, dude. Just a joke. Let's keep going.
It took me a minute.
I know. I thought you would get it like ASB. Like, yeah, I could say that, bitch. You don't know, motherfucker?
No. It took me a minute, dude. It took me a minute. I'm so sorry.
You can't see me, bitch.
I didn't get the joke. Now I got the joke. Oh man, that was good. That was good. It took me a while.
You can't see me.
But so I have her card. I have a Rickwood card coming, which it looks like this. I got this card coming that's limited to 99 or less. Again, I don't know what version or what number I'm getting with that one. And then I got another Aaron Judge card coming, and then I got a bunch of Francisco Lindor stuff coming.
Nice.
January, February, I got some Pete Alonso stuff. And then I got a whole Ohtani set coming. So I have a lot of really cool shit coming.
Holy shit. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, dude. But speaking of baseball, did you see the Mets Yankees documentary on fucking, or no, it's no, that's the Yankees Boston, but there was a Mets documentary on it's on Netflix right now. And I saw it, I was like, oh, this motherfucker Mecca, just the fucking Mets.
I didn't see that yet. I didn't even know it came out.
I think there's a Mets, because I was watching one about Boston versus the Yankees, but then I watched something and it was.
I watched that comeback one on Netflix. That was good.
Bro, was that the Boston?
That was the Phillies. I thought that was the Phillies guy.
Oh yeah, was it the Phillies?
Yeah, that was the Phillies.
Yeah, that was the one where they're like, Oh, he's really sad right now. I saw that one. Yeah, that one's okay.
Did you see the Michigan's sign stealing stuff?
Yeah, I saw that one.
That
too.
was good. That was good.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. That was pretty good. I mean,
That was good. Did you see I don't know if it was Netflix, but it was about the hat city tricks, the like competitor to the NFL, the NHL.
No.
It was this gangster bought his son.
Oh yes, I did see that one. Yes, I know what you're talking about, dude. I know what you're talking about.
I ran Oak Ridge.
Yeah, he ran like it was like a stupid. Yeah, I saw that one, dude. It was stupid.
That was great. That was great. He's like 17 years old, and now he's running the whole hockey league. That was great.
He takes care of you there, boy. Let's see if we had any important comments or anybody that gave a shit tonight. Donnie, boy, we're doing good. Algorithm up in the place. Let's go all the way to the beginning. Let's see if there's any important shit. Verde Fam, just being a good fucking moderator. Art Moore up in the place. Potosaurus Rex. Nobody saying anything about your wrestling though, guys. This is wrestling conversation tonight, guys. Get with the fucking program. All right, guys. I'll be going live again in a few minutes after I get off here. I'll maybe take like a 20-minute break and go live vertical, and then we'll do all our dumb shit that we do, man. Yay. You got any other wrestling news? Or you gonna watch Crown Jewel live, or just while you're doing other shit and watch it live?
I'm probably gonna watch it live. I might just jump in a little bit later because I'm gonna be probably ducking out because it's around 2-3 o'clock, I think, tomorrow, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, dude. That's what I was saying. I was surprised when, like that, I saw the day. I was like, "It's Crown Jewel tomorrow too." Like, okay, whatever, let's do it. I don't care. Like you said, I'm probably gonna wait. I'm probably gonna wait until it gets going a little bit, like maybe 30, 45 minutes get through, and then I might fast forward through some of the dumb shit that, like I said, I want to see the Bloodline. One might see Cody Rhodes and Gunther, Kevin Owens or Randy Orton, of course. And you said something else that I might want to. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not terribly. It feels like a nothing burger of a fucking.
I'm looking up when it's starting.
There you go.
Just so we it's starting Saturday around 1 p.m.
1 p.m. this Saturday in Saudi Arabia.
A great country that protects human rights. Great country protecting human rights.
Our last show with Mecca Davis, he showed his true colors. I'm joking.
It's funny. I just sold the card to the United Arab Emirates. Like I legitimately have to ship out a card tomorrow to the United Arab Emirates.
He has no scruples, my guys. No scruples at all.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like a UFC card too, which is wild.
Right? Damn.
It's an Alex Pereira card. So it's like, I don't have a problem. Guy's a UFC person. I don't know if it's guy or girl, but I'm like, yo, you want to buy one from the AUE? Be my or the UAE? Be my guest. I'm down. I'll sell anybody anything.
I don't have a problem. I'm a whore for money.
I have no issues.
Dude, I literally beg for money on fucking YouTube every day. I'm the biggest whore in the world for fucking money. Don't even
beg for money too. Nobody gives it to me. People lie to me, say they're gonna take care of me, and they never do. And they want to say, "Oh yeah, when are you gonna give me a cash?" I'm like, "I don't remember." You said it on the fucking air. Like, and then I send them the clip, and then they're like, they still don't do it. It's like, and I'm like, I guess you're not coming back on my show.
It's gonna happen.
Because my issue is not that they're not sending me money; it's that they lied to me.
Right? It's like,
it's not the money that hurts. It's when somebody lies to you live on the air. You catch them in the lie, and then they deny it, and then they ask them back on the show.
It's not the money that hurts. It's being lied to that hurts. Sorry, I was just pulling from the same thing I was pulling.
It hurts. It just makes me like. It makes me feel just like.
It's like when I got my feelings about the Uncle Filthy thing, and that dude just bounced out. It's like, it's not the fact that you didn't want to do nothing. They just tell me like, "Hey, dude, it's not just on my scene." All right, cool, not a problem. The fact that you ghost me like I'm some fucking bitch now.
Exactly. It's the same thing with a bunch of people.
Like, how you gonna be 7 feet tall and 300 pounds and still be a fucking bitch?
You're a fucking adult, right?
Right?
I'm an adult. If I don't want you on my show, I'm gonna tell you I don't want you on my show, and that's the end of the discussion. And I'll tell you why. And you might not like it,
Dude, I have other people, other creators.
The last person I did that with, what happened is that they made a 45-minute video about me, and I'm like, okay, like, do you really think that was an appropriate response? I told you why I haven't spoken to you in a year, and then you decided to make a 45-minute video about me. I'm not that interesting.
How many views did that video get?
It got like 200, and a bunch of people said to me, like, what the fuck was that about, man? Like a bunch of people were like,
oh shit, they got 200, I'm even pump it up even better. I'm like, yo, you
yeah, I mean, let me explain. I thought it was gonna get 50. So DraftKings did not have an over or under betting category for me. That's the problem. But like a bunch of people were like, dude, what the fuck was up with this shit? This was weird. Like a bunch of people were like mortified by it, and a bunch of people like a bunch of people were turned off from it. Not to me. We're like, why did he do X about you? And then I said, I don't know, daddy issues?
Maybe, quite possibly.
Or sexual attractiveness to me. I mean, I don't swing that way, but I'm all for the LGBTQ.
Nobody's ever been sexually attracted to you, Mecca.
Apparently, if you make a 45-minute video about me on a Saturday night with a bunch of dudes who are over 50, I mean,
I made like 10 or 12 diss tracks for this fucking 7-foot tall, 300-pound man. Don't talk to me about it. He could be he just loves me. Like, no, dude, I was trying to get you to beef with me, bitch.
No, dude. Like, if you have 3 50-year-old men talking about you for 45 minutes at 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday, it's clearly there's something going on beyond just me.
They want to get between them cheeks. They want to get up in them cheeks.
That's the problem, and I just don't swing that way. I'm sorry. I'm off the market.
Any amount of money, unless the price is right.
Hands off the merchandise.
Is it generational, life-changing money? I would swing that way, bro. I would swing that way. You come at me with like $85,000 cash. If you come at me with $85,000 cash, I might suck a dick, and I might tell Mecca about it, bro. Like,
please. Let me explain. I will let you can go do that, and I won't judge you. Just don't tell me about it. Dude,
if I get paid $85,000 to suck a fucking dick, I'm telling everybody. What the fuck? If a tree drops in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, did it even drop? I mean, I literally just had to take a shot in the mouth for my family and me. Like, but there would be no shots in the mouth. I'm just saying that would be off the table. Like, dude, you better fuck. I will punch you in your fucking stomach, bitch. Fuck.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna judge you. I just don't want to know about it. You know what happens in your life, and you making life-changing decisions with money is completely up to you.
I would pay for StreamYard for the rest of my life. And now the refund is retracted somehow. They're no longer giving my money back. They're like, screw this guy and his dick sucker mouth.
All I know is that I was at Exotica Con last weekend, and I had a great time. And I'm not too sure if I should share those photos. So
I was about to say, you're about to say, all I know is I went to Exotica Con last week. I'm like, did you?
I had a great time. My disability was helpful during that convention.
Don't tell everybody if you had to suck a dick at Exotica Con. Damn it.
I did not suck a dick at Exotica Con. I was.
Well, I thought that's how the stories combined. I thought you were like, oh, that's how it goes together. So how was Exotica? Don't share the pictures. We don't want to see you smacking ass or shit, dude. But that was the con. Was it good?
It was good. I did smack my ass.
Your disability work for? Did you get a lot of like titties in the face and shit? Like, oh, you look so cute, Axel. Y'all, you're so sad.
I got a few. It was good. I had a good time. I had a really, really good time. It was good.
Like a baby. That's like
I was with some cannabis, so it was good.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun, dude. I'm glad you had fun. Well, I don't know if you know this, but on HBO Max, there's just one episode of Velma, the Halloween special episode. I was thinking maybe we should talk about that for real quick. We don't do the whole show about Velma. You didn't watch last season, did you?
I watched last season, but I didn't see the Halloween special. I didn't even know it existed.
Well, the Halloween special just came out. Came out special because I was like, what is this? And it's a whole Halloween special. Still no Scooby-Doo for some fucking stupid reason. Like, I don't know. Like,
Again. I didn't see it. I didn't even know it existed.
I'm saying, if we can, maybe next week we talk about it for a few moments while we're talking wrestling. I'm not saying I want to spend the whole show talking Velma. That was like one of our first or second interviews was talking that Velma shit. So,
oh yeah.
Throwback of Velma Part 2. They're special on Halloween.
I mean, I just watched the Great British Baking Show's Halloween special. That was good.
I just lost all respect for you, bro. The Great British Baking Special. That is the most un-American thing ever. And guess what? I'm gonna watch Crown Jewel live tomorrow. Fucking bro, be goddamn American.
What? It's International Week. Like, what do you have against the?
We just had the fucking Olympics. We don't need an International Week now. What are you talking about? International is every 4 years. International Week is every 4 years. Everything.
Oh my God! Don't talk to me about the Olympics. The women basketball team almost gave me a fucking heart attack. They look genuinely. They almost cost me like $400. I was going to murder each and every one of them for the shitty performance and bringing shame to America. Okay.
So you're talking about unaliving women for money? That's literally what you're bringing up to end our show with. You literally want to bring up. No.
I'm talking about a team that should have dominated and should have went on a path of pure destruction to say we are America and we kick ass in the sport we invented, and they almost lost. And I had to suffer of not watching the WNBA for 3 weeks, and if they didn't bring home a gold, I would have been furious and I would have burned all my WNBA cards. But I didn't do that because they brought home the gold.
You realize it's suffering to watch WNBA, right, dude? Like, it is literally painful for me. I've been to one WNBA game in my life.
It was like, you don't have the system.
It was like watching the NBA before they figured out dunking and shit.
No, see, you approach it the wrong way. I'm telling you, this is about making a lot of money. The amount of money that I make off the cards and gambling on the WNBA is exquisite. It's amazing. So when you're making money and you're buying stocks with your profits, you don't complain. You're just getting rich.
To me, still not worth the product of the WNBA that they put out.
You need to believe the system, Keenan.
I believe in the system, but I just don't believe in the WNBA at all. Like,
you just don't have the system.
I just don't want to care about something that I just do. It's like caring about
the system here.
It's like giving a shit about the WWE when Vince McMahon was still around. Like, that's how bad the WNBA is. Like that. Like we need a Triple H to come and save the WNBA. Oh, maybe like a Cheryl.
I'm just saying here that the system is working and it's making me money, and so you have to believe the system, Keenan. And once you believe the system, you will too come to respect and understand the WNBA equals money.
We've just lost all viewership. Nobody is watching our shit at all because
you don't have the system.
I don't know. Crappy basketball. No, man, I'm just joking. So next week, just another regular week in wrestling. Maybe we'll talk some Velma.
I talk Velma, the wrap-up of Crown Jewel.
Yeah, the wrap-up of Crown Jewel. I forgot. Is it really? It doesn't. I guess we'll see what.
Again, we're doing this every Friday. We don't know what the hell is going on every Friday, but we're relatively consistent.
I gotta say though, I do really like the highlight shows on YouTube. It's so much easier and better to watch Raw and SmackDown.
I would love if they do a highlight show after, like I would love Netflix to do a highlight show of WWE like Wednesday.
That wouldn't be bad.
Or Saturday night, or a 30-minute highlight of Raw, NXT, SmackDown. That'd be great, right?
They can put it together pretty quickly because I'm telling you, dude, I watched highlights of SmackDown right before we get on the air, dude. And when we get on the air, SmackDown is just then ending. So I bet you they could put.
Give me like 40 minutes of a highlight on Saturday night.
Exactly. I bet you they could maybe even do it like later that night. I bet you if you could wake up Saturday morning to highlights of SmackDown the night before. Or highlights of Raw.
I'm just saying that I want a highlight show of like the whole week, right? Because again, I'm gonna watch a good chunk of Monday Night Raw for after football's done, obviously, because Monday's free. But like it's gonna be great. But like again, I might miss a Monday night here and there, but it'd be fun to have a highlight show right on Netflix.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what
Maybe I
happens.
should apply and bring the idea to WWE. Maybe we should do it.
Look, I don't want to touch boys and rings and shit, bro. I don't know what's up. No, I'm just joking.
I'm not saying we're gonna touch boys and rings.
Or you said we had to go join the company, and right now all I hear is ring boy scandal, and let's go. I don't know what's going on, my man. I don't know what's happening here.
I was just saying that we should just take over the highlight show.
Hey, you know what?
That's what I was saying. I don't know what you were saying.
If 15-year-old boys could build rings, then a couple of disabled dumb fucks should be able to build a ring. Let's do that, Mecca. Let's do that. Let's go put the rings together. We'll be the new WWE ring crew. We'll be like, what's going on with the ring? I think we should bring the referees back, I think. I don't know. Maybe those 15-year-olds can get it done. Maybe that's why they brought him here. I'm not for sure, guys. I'm not for sure. All right. So next week we'll see you same bat time, same bat channel.
I will have no sponsors left.
Sponsors, dude. What are you sponsoring for yourself this week, man?
No, I got my eBay store. I got a lot of good stuff in my eBay store, obviously. I got all that stuff, a lot of cards, a lot of other stuff. I'm going to be having hopefully some comics coming in. And I'm going to be trying to sell those, but I don't want to get into that. That's just it's a raw situation. No pun intended. No pun intended. It's a sensitive issue. But again, I got a lot of cool stuff in my eBay store. I carry a lot of cards like this in my store. I carry stuff like this in my store. Stuff like this in my store is always good. And I carry some really cool books like this in my store as well.
It looked like those two dudes were making love there for a moment. Dude, you flashed it so quick, dude. Just looked like two dudes like cuddling.
Two dudes?
What, yeah, the one before. No. Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, the one before that one. Isn't that two dudes?
I mean, it's two women. I
mean, but it just looked like two dudes cuddling, bro. Because you can't see the hair back. It just like looks like two bald head dudes or like short hair dudes, basically just cuddling up in the front, dude. Two dudes cuddling. Look, I see his big dick right there. I saw the outline.
What do I could say? Somebody is so deprived right now of something. So
I saw the outline of a dick. I'm just saying. No, I'm joking.
Okay. So my eBay store, for those who want to go support me on eBay and check out what I do, it's Pop Anime Comics Collectibles. Come look for us for comics and collectibles. Come shop with us on eBay. Again, Pop Anime Comics Collectibles is all my stuff, and then my Twitter/X is Pop Anime Comics. Instagram is Pop Anime Comics. Facebook is Pop Anime Comics. YouTube is Pop Anime Comics. TikTok, Pop Anime Comics. And there's just a bunch of other stuff. And I got a lot of good stuff coming out on YouTube in the next 10 weeks. So a lot of my older interview stuff is actually being republished. So some of my early stuff back almost 10 years ago is being republished. And so it's a cool opportunity to hear my starting journey and where I was at and some of my very first interviews. So some cool stuff's out there, and it's interesting to listen to it because you definitely could see where I've come from in those interviews, and they're straight audio, which is cool too.
Cool, man. That's awesome, man.
Damn. A lot of cool stuff. So like Jimmy Neutron, the voice actor of Jimmy Neutron's been on. Danny O'Neill, who's one of the best Batman editors of all time, was on. Howard Cruz, who led the gay comics movement. People like Santine Phoenix, who's really interesting. She's really fascinating. And then just a variety of other cool people. So, yeah. But again, that's all on YouTube, all free. Go check it out. And then I run Big Boy Card Collecting on YouTube, which is also really cool. A lot of card breaking. And as I was speaking earlier, I got a lot of stuff coming in the next 5 months. And a lot of really cool cards that are going to be broken. And I'm adding more and more and more stuff in. So that's something to be on the lookout for. And I'm breaking a Topps admin calendar probably around Thanksgiving. So that's a really cool one that I'm excited for. So
cool, man.
I'm so excited because I love cards, and I'm doing it for me, and that YouTube channel is for me, and I don't really like doing curated content, but I love what I'm doing on that channel.
Well,
So
just keep doing it. People will find it and come around. Just doesn't matter, dude.
and
I would just make one suggestion. You almost say you can find me Pop Anime Comics every fucking where. All social medias, dude, you are the smartest fucking guy in the world. Unlike me, who has 2 different fucking Facebooks. None of them are fucking Bob's product. 2 different fucking TikToks. 2 different. This is fucking stupid. The only thing that's Bob's products is the YouTube. So I'm trying to find some nerdy person just to fix all that shit for me because I can give a fuck about it. Like real talk. But yeah, the smartest guy ever made. Everything Pop Anime Comics, but he still wants to waste his breath saying Pop Anime Comics on every single thing. That's a fucking
sorry
right there, guys.
to do that.
No, don't say sorry. No, I'm just giving you like some props, dude. I'm just saying, like that's some wherewithal. All my links are in my description. Oh, did I even know there or not? I didn't even put links in the description today, guys. So yeah, but y'all know the fucking deal. There's everything's available, guys. Y'all know me. Y'all know what's up. Don't be a zero, be an absolute hero with an X. XERO flavored toothpicks. There's usually a link in the description. But today, I forgot to do all that shit. So I feel like all this is pointless on my end because I forgot to do any of it. So yeah.
Well, I don't think I have anything else to promote. I don't think you have anything else to promote. And
No, I mean I have stuff to promote, but I mean like literally I usually say, hey, all the links are in the description. All my shit's different though. So I mean, what am I supposed to be like? Hey, look up this, look up that, blah 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 blah. Like usually it's like, hey, links in the description, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, blah blah blah. Go there. But yeah, no, never mind. But usually there's links to all my different podcasts, even though this is technically the only one I'm doing at the moment. But I am starting a new interview thing going on, and I'm trying to get that together. And the interviews will go out live to some members, but not to everybody, and they'll come out later for others. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Remember, nothing much to promote, dude. So next week, I'll get my shit together next week.
I think that's where we're gonna end up, everybody, and we'll catch you all next week talking about Velma, Crown Jewel, and anything else that's going on in wrestling or whatever else we come up with. So, and maybe I'll find a guest or two because it could be a lot of fun. But
yeah, Mr. Tim Loss, he was gonna try to come through tonight to talk to us, but he did not. He decided he was too busy.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
No, it's not. I'm gonna go through the roof. No, it's fine. I'm done.
And on that note, everybody, we are going to peace out.
Whatever.
Stay safe. Remember, the election's Tuesday night. I was just going to say, I was going to leave everybody with a positive note. The election's Tuesday night, and I don't know everybody's politics, and this is not a political message, but Scotch helps everything. So maybe on Tuesday morning, you want to go buy yourself a bottle of Scotch. Because trust me. I mean, I was just trying to ease
I thought it was. I thought Scotch was political. I mean, I'm all for that party. I mean, that's the one thing we talk about on my channel. When I say no politics or religion, Scotch is in both. We're fine with that. Scotch is. We can talk about that. That's no matter what.
I was just saying a nice glass of Scotch helps everything.
I know.
That's all I was saying because that's what I'm doing. So again, this is what it is. Tuesday. Trust me. Whiskey, Scotch, rum, whatever you need to do. If you need some weed, go pick that up.
What a tea, governor.
It's going to be a long Tuesday is all I'm saying. So everybody take care of yourself, and I will catch everybody on Friday. Peace.